Welcome to the Live Young Show, where we help you learn how to stay younger longer. I'm Rick Taylor, and today I want to talk to you about the keto diet and how it can help you with your health, your longevity, your mental clarity, and all those annoying issues that come with age. Before I start talking about the keto diet, I want to tell you about a free resource page I've set up for you. It's at howtoliveyoung.com/keto diet, KETO-DIET. I'll put a link there for a free beginner's guide to the keto diet, as well as links to free keto cookbooks and information. Check it out at howtoliveyoung.com/keto diet. The keto or ketogenic diet has been a godsend for me personally. As I got older, it was much harder to keep the weight off. With my mostly sitting lifestyle and the subsequent brain fog, it was catching up with me fast. I just got lazier and fatter. I had heard about the keto diet many times from different health gurus online, but I just passed it off as another fad diet. Then a year or so later, I met a guitar teacher that I'd talked to some months before. He looked great, slimmer, more healthy looking, and had this kind of glow to his appearance. When I mentioned he looked noticeably different, he told me it was because of the keto diet. He had discovered it while searching for ways to help his distressed mum, who had cancer, and it wasn't going well for her. He put her on the keto diet, and right away she started to recover. After 6 months, she was cancer-free and felt a hell of a lot better. I was so touched hearing this. This inspired me to look deeper into this mysterious new diet. Actually, I discovered it's not new. It's been around for 100 years or so. I learned what I needed to do the diet correctly. I can't say that it's easy to do, but it's so well worth it. I lost 25 kilos in 6 months and never felt better. I was thinner, I looked healthier, and had no more brain fog, and I had boundless energy to get things done. So can the keto diet help us stay younger for longer? I say yes, absolutely. Listen to this. Researchers from the Gladstone Institute have discovered that a keto diet that's low in carbohydrates and calories could help delay and potentially reverse the effects of aging. What is the ketogenic or keto diet? The keto diet is a special eating plan that features eating very little carbohydrates. Usually, low-carb diets require you to eat less than 100 grams of carbs per day. But the keto diet is more strict and limits carb intake to less than 50 grams per day. But when you're starting, less than 20 grams of carbs. It's most important to note that keto is not some fad diet or a temporary weight loss solution. It's designed to be a lifestyle plan, not just for weight loss, but also overall health and well-being, energy, and vitality. Junk food and processed food are off the table on a keto diet. Let's face it, most carbs are just junk anyway. Some people might question how sustainable this kind of carb-restricting diet is, but it's really quite easy with the huge variety of high-quality food available today. We take a look at what food you can and can't eat on the keto in our beginner's guide you can get for free on the site. What I find interesting from being on the keto diet is how reducing carbs can naturally regulate your appetite. This helps you eat less and feel satisfied without starving. I mean, let's face it, with the abundance of food in most countries these days, humans eat way too much, don't you think? The keto diet is excellent for improving health. There are different styles of keto plans, but in this show, I'll only be discussing the standard one. For more detailed explanations, you can go check out the keto resource page I've set up for you at howtoliveyoung.com/keto diet. The standard ketogenic diet is very low in carbs, with moderate protein and high in healthy fats. The ratio is usually 75% fat, 20% protein, and 5% carbs. Notice I said healthy fats. This is very important. Not all fats are equal. Avocados, olive oil, and organic coconut oil are good examples of healthy fats. Okay, let's look at fuel for the body. Some may think that on the keto, they won't have enough energy and feel tired all the time. When you first start, you might experience some effects like tiredness, but this is just the body switching from using carbs to using fats for fuel. It's only for a few days or a week max. After that, you'll probably have more energy than you can imagine. The body has 3 fuel sources. 1. Carbohydrates from food. 2. Protein that is converted to glucose in the liver and used for energy. 3. Stored body fat and ketones in a regular high-carb diet. Carbohydrates are the main source of fuel for the body. Here's how it goes. 1. Carbs like starches and sugars are converted into glucose in the bloodstream, giving the body its main energy source. 2. The hormone insulin is then used to remove excess glucose from the bloodstream. As we know, too much sugar can lead to a dangerous condition in the body. 3. Insulin then converts glucose into glycogen. Some glycogen is stored inside the liver as a fuel reserve for the brain, and the rest is stored in the muscles as fuel reserves for the body. 4. When muscle glycogen is not used because of a lack of exercise, it stays in the muscles. 5. But the human body can only store 1,800 calories of glycogen. So when the reserve is full, then the muscles and the liver send a signal to stop insulin production. Sounds okay so far, right? But the excess glucose from carbs continues to build up in the bloodstream. This causes more insulin to be released to remove it. 6. This is a major problem because insulin levels increase, and this leads to insulin resistance. 7. When this happens, the liver then sends any excess glucose to be stored as body fat. That's the last thing we want, right? 8. We continue with our high-carb intake, and glucose floods the bloodstream. Insulin levels increase, and so does the body fat. Over time, this leads to metabolic syndrome caused by insulin resistance. Many issues show up from this sequence, like obesity, fatty liver, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and more. It's a vicious cycle. High carb intake equals high glucose in the blood, equals high insulin, equals body fat stores. So now, what are ketones? Ketones, or ketone bodies, come from the body breaking down fat for energy when your carb intake is low. It works like this. When there isn't enough glucose the body uses for its main source of fuel and glycogen levels are depleted, blood sugar and insulin are reduced. Then the body looks for an alternative source of fuel, fat. This can happen from fasting, after exercise, during starvation, or when you eat a low-carb keto diet. So when the body begins breaking down fats for energy, ketones are created for use as fuel for the body and brain. This is called ketosis. That's why we follow a ketogenic diet, so we can reduce carb intake and create ketones for energy. Many people experience the benefits of ketosis. It helps us to have less reliance on carbs and more burning of fat. It can help lower blood pressure, reduce cravings, improve cholesterol, increase weight loss, improve energy, and a lot more. What is ketosis and is it safe? With a normal diet, ketones don't have any part in fueling the body or creating energy. It's when we undertake a ketogenic low-carb diet that ketones become the major player in providing fuel for the body. When we reduce carbs, the body goes into a state called lipolysis. This is the most efficient biochemical pathway to weight loss and a proven alternative to using glucose for energy. The result of this fat-burning process is that ketones are created. The body is forced to use its fat stores, and then, of course, dietary fat. Ketosis provides enough fuel for our cells, our brain, and organs, the same as glucose from carbs does. But unlike carbs, ketosis does not store fat and actually allows the body to burn stored fat for fuel. Some experts say fat is a much better and more efficient fuel for our bodies. There are two terms people have confusion about and then think the keto diet is unsafe. So let's try and clear it up here. They are ketosis and ketoacidosis, and they are two completely different things. Ketosis is a natural fat-burning process in the body. Ketoacidosis, on the other hand, is a medical condition that occurs only in uncontrolled diabetes. It's ketoacidosis that's dangerous. Ketosis on a ketogenic diet is perfectly normal, healthy, and necessary for sustained weight loss. According to Psychology Today, while the brain usually runs on glucose, it has no problems getting its fuel from ketones when they're available. While some parts of the brain can only use glucose for energy, the body takes care of this too. When glucose is lacking, the body turns protein into glucose through a process called gluconeogenesis. Just a note here, some people fail on the keto diet because they eat way too much protein. The excess is converted into glucose, and we're back to square one. That's why we need to stick to only 20% protein. If you go to howtoliveyoung.com/keto diet, you can sign up for our free ketogenic diet course and find out everything you need to know to achieve results. Okay, so what are some benefits of the keto diet? Sustained weight loss. Switching from using glucose for energy to ketones for energy makes weight loss easy. The benefits from weight loss are substantial because obesity is linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, stroke, cancer, reduced quality of life, belly fat, joint problems, autoimmune diseases, and premature death. It stabilizes blood sugar. Because low-carb eating eliminates insulin triggers like sugars and starches, it's the diet of choice for those with prediabetes or those already diagnosed with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Eating a low-carb diet reduces the need for the body to produce insulin. As I mentioned earlier, if the body produces too much insulin from excess carbs, it leads to insulin resistance and all the diseases that come with it. Helps to lower levels of visceral fat. Visceral fat or belly fat is the most dangerous type of fat that is deeply embedded around major organs inside the body. It can cause severe issues if it isn't handled. The keto diet can help get rid of it. Helps maintain healthy blood pressure. As most of us know, high blood pressure increases serious risk for heart disease, stroke, and kidney failure. A low-carb diet helps maintain healthy blood pressure. Keto also lowers risk for gallbladder disease. It's used to treat several types of cancer and to slow the growth of tumors. The ketogenic diet is also used to treat traumatic brain injury, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. As you can see, there are many benefits from following the keto lifestyle. Try it for yourselves, but make sure you have the knowledge you need to get the results you want. Okay, that's the end of the show today. If I helped you to understand just how great the keto diet can be, then I'm satisfied. Oh, and don't forget to check out our free keto diet course and other resources at howtoliveyoung.com/keto diet. If you have any wins from trying the keto diet, then please let me know by going to howtoliveyoung.com and send me a message. It'll really help others. I might put your comments in a future show. Until the next episode, live young and be happy.